So my landlady has been leaving me vegetables, like bags of tomatoes. And the first time she left me a bag of tomatoes when I then made the tomato chutney. And a few days ago she left me some more tomatoes and some peppers. And so I thanked her by giving her a big jar of honey from the farm, and sometime during the night she's come and left me another big bag of tomatoes, a watermelon, and a bag of the biggest marrows I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. And like a little not quite a creme brulee, but something like that kind of dessert. So now, do I leave her more honey to thank her for this, or it's just, yeah, amazing, the kindness and friendliness of the people here. So this is the glass bottle cutter kit for creative home decorations. These are going to be for glass bottle bricks. So the kit comes with special gloves. I suppose it's bottle cleaner. Right, and this is where you will rest the bottles. I'll have to check out the instructions. So I'm going to experiment a bit with the glass cutter, but the first step is to wash the bottles thoroughly and remove the labels and let them dry. I've brought a couple of the bottles over here, which are going to take quite a bit of washing. Some of the bigger bottles I've collected just to experiment and see how this is going to work. So I've washed the bottles. I'm not worrying about the paper on the top because the top's going to be cut off. Washed the bottles, removed labels, just going to let them dry a little bit, and then we'll try the cutting method. So apparently with the glass cutter, you scratch where you want it to break, and then you pour boiling water on it, and then you put in cold water and it just comes apart. So we're going to see if that works. So this is the Weber floor top, this self-leveling concrete cement mix stuff that we're going to be using before we put the tiles on. And poor Lloyd is working in the hot sun without a hat.
Don't, I'll get in trouble.
He's gonna get so burnt. He's making cement because we're going to make a better gate for the pig pen. So every now and then we need to take a break from the pointing because it hurts fingers eventually.
Get like, show you. I know it's not the proper way to do it, but I get like little sores on the ends of my fingers where I'm pushing it in or, you know, tampering it down. But I know you're supposed to use the trowels, but what works for me, I use a bit of both. So it's my own fault, but, you know.
Yeah.
But
luckily we have so many different jobs to do on the farm that when we need to take a break from pointing, there's something else to do.
There's always something. Anyone that owns a farm will tell you that.
Definitely not just 2 weeks work a year.
For sure.
With the pointing happening around the window, it looks quite great. Now I'm not going to put glass in this window, or put a glass, put a frame or whatever, because this will eventually go into the kitchen. So what we will do is we will make like a little wooden frame, but we're going to put fly screen on it. So this is going to be a fly screen window that'll let light in and air. You can actually feel a little breeze coming in through this now. But I'm not going to put glass in because I don't want to have glass into going into what will eventually be the kitchen. There was a loose rock over here, which fortuitous, I think, because this is going to be the area where we're going to put the wood burner. So we might go through the wall because there is a hole already, rather than making one in the roof. And you can see there is, or you can't really see, I can see. There seems to be, the hole goes quite far back, and it seems to be just one stone on the other side. So we'll have to see how big that is to remove. But I think it's going to be easier to use this hole already for the wood burner. Really looking good. I'm very pleased with it. So you can see the pigs in that enclosure over there. And the plan today is to mark out across the road. I've got some yellow spray paint where we're going to put the posts for a fence to create another pig pen in this area across the road. They'll have lots of oak trees, acorns coming up, and lots of shade, and then we'll create another wallow here and a little house for them as well. So that's the plan. Have a great collection of bottles. Anybody will think I'm an alcoholic. So I've put a yellow cross to see where we would probably put the first post, but I've also putting I've got some builder's string, and I'm going to use this to try and get straight lines. So I am a woman, I can change my mind. So I did do the first cross, but I haven't done any more yellow paint because I think the red builder's string is probably better. And so what I've done is I've done a whole perimeter using different trees as well, so that maybe we can attach the fence onto trees. But it's not a massive area, but it's definitely got a lot of oak trees. There'll be a lot of acorns and a lot of shade. So this is our next outdoor project. Oreo and Cocoa Pop absolutely love these pears. And look, we have a proper gate. Lloyd has built a proper gate. No more having to untie these little strings. We have a lock, and he's cemented it into the ground, the posts, and it is stable as. Excellent. Coco Pop loves to carry her treats, watermelon rind or her pears, and go next to the pool. So I think she's probably going to go for a little bit of a dip and a roll around. I love how they wag their little tails like dogs when they're happy. So I've just come back to the apartment with another gift. I got a bag of eggs. I don't know if this is from my landlady. I don't know. My crazy... I try to sort of like include, you can see, like trees to make it easier.
Yeah, we use the trees where we can.
So, like, I mean, like that tree I think would be...
Yeah, this one and the next one we can go off, perhaps put a support in the middle of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can use them. As long as they're fairly straight.
Yeah.
You don't want to fence them too low, because well, you don't want anything getting in if you're not here.
Yeah.
You don't want them getting out.
But I mean, we definitely, when we put the fence up, we put that one strand of barbed wire around the bottom.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not an enormous pen, but there's grass for them to eat. There's a lot of...
Oh Christ, it's more than enough for them.
Yeah.
You could fit 20 pigs in here, I think.
Yeah.
It's quite. You say it's not that big of a pen. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's pretty big. It's more than enough for them.
Yeah, I think so. I think they'll enjoy all the oak trees, and especially when the acorns start falling.
Yeah.
So now my thought is, so do I leave Oreo across the road over there and just put the girls here, or do I put Oreo and Coco Pop here and the two new ones over there? This is what I am debating.
I would put the new ones over there.
And Oreo and Coco Pop here.
If for whatever reason they push, like if the fencing fails, they're not going to run away. It's tested, you know, you can let them out and they'll just wander about here, they'll stay fairly close. But the new ones, if they get out, you don't know if they're
yes,
come
and
back.
that one we know is secure. Okay. And then eventually, like after a month maybe, we can put Oreo there and bring the two...
Yeah. Yeah, put them where you want.
Yeah.
But actually, I'd soon rather put them in something that's tested. We know it works. What I would put them in here straight away, because A, it's a lot of money, and B, you've got obviously neighbours and all the rest of it.
We don't want the pigs getting out.
No.
Look what I made.
Did it work? Was it easy enough?
Yeah. So this is my...
It actually feels quite strong, you know.
It's very strong. This is my bottle brick.
Well,
I've got 3 that I've made so far now, and I've only got like another few thousand to go.
Oh, that's good.
I try to clean, these are the ones that are very old. So I've tried to clean as much as I can, but you can't get all the grime out of it.
No,
but
I
it's
think that
enough.
looks all right, as long as, you know, once the sunlight's on.
When the sun shines through it, it looks stunning.
Yeah, I think I've done a good job of it.
So I'm going to be, my free time, I'm going to be bottle bricking. It's quite fun actually. I don't know if it'll be fun after like 100, but at the moment it's fun.
I'm glad it worked.
It's a beautiful morning this morning, and yeah, about to water the fruit trees. Look what I found this morning on one of my fruit trees. I'm not too sure, these wasps or bees. I don't know. If anybody knows, please tell me. More post painting today until it gets too hot. So I've got a pot of pears with a little bit of apple and ginger in. These are the pears that I got given for the pigs. I've taken some of the good ones and I'm about to add in some sugar, which I shall dissolve carefully. And I am making a pear and ginger jam because why not? And here are a whole lot of Summersby bottles ready for scoring. These are 2 bottles I've just scored, and over here I've scored these. I put the rubber on, and now I have to pour boiling water and then ice cold water over it to make them crack. And here's 2 that I've managed to crack, and I shall be joining them together with duct tape. See the peaches behind. I'm going to make peach jam as well when I'm finished with the pear and ginger jam. So to do the scoring, I put this on here, and then I give it a little bit of pressure. And it's scoring the bottle. Let me just put this down there. I need to give a bit more pressure. I can't do it with the camera. So here I move it against this, and it cuts into it, leaves a little line. I've got so many bottles to do with this, so I'm just going to have to work at it every day. And these are my jars of my pear and ginger jam. Got a little extra in that little tub. Lloyd's worked quite hard today. He's put in the posts. He's seen which trees we can use as posts, like this one over here. And he's just put the fence around. It hasn't been fastened yet or pulled tight or stapled in or whatever. It's just to see whether we had enough fencing wire left to fence this area that I'm going to prepare for Cocoa Pop and Oreo. So I've just run the water, and even though they've got the big swimming pool, I came here just as they were fighting over the puddle that Oreo was standing at. I don't know. They know I'm coming with food now, so they're running around. But can you believe, as I came down, fighting over one puddle when they've got the huge wallow pond? Seriously? You wanting some food? Yeah, now he's guarding the gate area. He knows I'm going to bring food now. So the posts are being concreted in for the gate, which we're going to be making from that pallet over there. So this has just got to set now over the weekend, and then there'll be a new pig pen. After knocking out that big rock to make the window earlier in the week, we've taken a bit of a break from pointing and doing some of the other jobs that we have to do. So, if you can like, comment below, subscribe, all that good stuff, buy me a coffee. The link is in the description below. That'll be amazing. And keep safe, keep sane, and I'll see you on the next video.
You look at me like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different, still you stay cause you feel something real. Get so lost in my moments, doesn't mean I don't need you. I fell in love with your colors, they kinda tell me what I'm thinking. I fell in love with the way